All right, Nessa girl, here's where I'm at with it with the Real Housewives of Atlanta. I watched them last night right before the Married to Medicine video or whatever the case may be, and I didn't even bother taking no notes. I am officially, just done. I tried to hold on as long as I could, and it's just whack. And it's not whack because they're whack. It's just whack because after 11 years, it's just done. It's tired. It's through. It's delayed. I've said this for years on end now. We've seen every configuration of drama that there can be with this set of ladies. We've seen every trick that each and every one of them has to pour out of their stocking. And at this point, I am going on record saying, I am ready for everybody to be replaced, even the ladies that I love, Nene, Kandi, Cynthia. I'm ready for everybody ass to go. And I'm not trying to advocate for nobody check to get stopped. It's just time. It's just time for this group of ladies to bow out gracefully. As a viewer, it's just, I remember the days I used to be about to run my car into a pole trying to get home to watch the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Me and my co-workers at the time I was working at Allied Automotive, we used to have watch parties for the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Now, I find myself fumbling and tweetling through my damn phone. I didn't even bother taking no notes last night. I'm going to talk on the 4 things that stood out to me and the 1 thing y'all want to talk about. So the first thing that stood out to me, Peter, I love that they still working Peter into the show despite the fact that he ain't even got no damn business being there. That he and Nene and Greg remain friends. Peter swung by, and that was a great way to give Peter some relevancy for his continued business venture. Shouts out to Peter Thomas. He just opened up Bar 1 Miami Beach on Miami Beach this New Year's weekend, which is excellent for me because now that I'm back in Miami, everybody knows when Bar 1 was open in Atlanta, I stayed down to that bar. That was the first bar I was down to, quiet as it's kept, eating the oxtail soup prepared by Chef Natasha Wong, who also now lives in Miami, but she's no longer with Peter because the people said Peter owed her some money. That's a whole nother video. That's the first thing that stood out to me. Second thing that stood out to me was Cynthia and Mike Hill. I like Cynthia and Mike Hill. If Mike Hill proposed to Cynthia today or tomorrow, I'd be satisfied with it, and I think that they're equally yoked and gonna have a good time. All right, the 4th thing that stood out to me, I really kind of am starting to get into Tanya. Tanya and her husband. I think I found out what the problem was initially with Tanya. Tanya don't fit in with the black girls that's black like this. Okay, she fit in more with the ones that's black like this and not like this. Okay, and for those of y'all who are in the know, you know what I mean. Okay, she's never gonna fit in with the Nene, Marlo, Kandi as a collective is too black for her. I know that sounds ignorant, but those of us that know what I'm talking about. I'm not finna waste no time defending that statement or explaining to you people who want to be super proper and want to be the ignorant police this morning. I just don't have it in me. Now you know you got money when you got a hibachi room. Now I ain't never known nobody that had no hibachi room in their life. My broke ass, I am of the mindset that, bitch, every room in my house need to be functional every damn day of the week. You got a whole room dedicated to hibachi. How often do you even have people over there in that damn room? Nevertheless, according to Nene, you should have took the square footage at that hibachi room and put it in your closet. But that's a whole nother video. I ain't even got the energy to read. Last but not least, the shit y'all really want to talk about, this Kandi and this Porsha shit. I'll spend a little time on this. This is where we're going to get the meats and the potatoes at. I don't know who right and who wrong in this situation. I think in this instance, based on the information at hand, you know what? I don't know who to side with. I don't. I think Kandi wasn't present, so the information that she received was secondhand, and we all know how that goes. people are going to regurgitate information in the manner in which they want the story to be received. Porsha is making it seem as if she was kicked out of the party, but here is where I was actually siding with Porsha until she said one thing. Kandi was under the impression that Porsha was the aggressor. Porsha said she was wrongly kicked out of the party. Kandi then says, you were walking up against the girl saying, what now? You know, say that now, or whatever the verbiage was. So initially I was like, okay, well, if that's what Porsha was doing, she should have been kicked out of the party. But Porsha confirmed for me that maybe she was being the aggressor when she made this one statement. She was like, oh, please, if anybody do anything to Todd, you'd have did the same thing. So I was like, okay, in that instance, Porsha, you kind of told on yourself. You said that somebody said something about your man and you was checking that bitch. Kandi's story is that the girls was minding their business and Porsha accosted them with the what now speak. And the other side of the story business is that they was, you know, I don't know, y'all. I'm almost embarrassed to even post this or whatever. I'm going to post it anyway because I know somebody wants to hear my thoughts, but I just can't even do any better, and this is sad. I don't think I've ever did a review that is this pathetic. And it's not me, it's the show. At any rate, y'all be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll call y'all later today with something that really moves me to chorus. Bam!